We are now connected.
All right, everyone, mark your calendars down for June the 29th. We are stepping into a 28-day cycle of structural rebuilding in our lives. This feels like the final purge. And this is happening because we have 3 different planetary alignments happening at the same time on this day. Mercury is going retrograde in the sign of Cancer. We have the full moon gracing our skies, and it's in the sign of Capricorn. And we also have the planet Jupiter moving into the sign of Leo. These are 3 powerhouse energies that we are going to feel. And what I'm going to do for you today is to share with you how you can navigate through this. So let's get into it. Welcome in, my beautiful Scorpio friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Let's call in spirit, open up this space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So we're going to first start with a spirit animal that is guiding you through this 28-day cycle. And what we're getting for you is the chimpanzee king. You may have seen a chimpanzee recently. The message it brings is about opening your eyes. Pay attention. An opportunity to change your life for the better is right in front of you. So once again, Scorpio, pay attention. An opportunity to change your life for the better is right in front of you. So there's something they're bringing into your awareness. Once it opens your eyes, it unlocks a higher and new perspective, the ability to see things through a different lens. So let's pull an oracle card that is tying you to the connection with the planet Jupiter. Jupiter moving into Leo. Abundance is coming in a way that you're not expecting. So this is how abundance comes in for you and how you're meant to work with it. So the perfect fit. It's through the things that feel like a perfect fit. So the message here is you are finding the right path at this time. The fit with the soul, the ideal job, something is coming together and it feels great. So you're meant to be here wherever you are right now as you're watching this reading. You're exactly where you're meant to be. You're going to find that things are coming into place and they're feeling just right. And this is how you connect to the energy of abundance. So is this called the Rubik Cube? I think that's what it's called, right? So I feel this is a sign coming in for you as well. I was never good at those, the Rubik Cubes. I was never able to get all the colors on the right spaces. So I feel maybe someone out there has, and you can share with me in the comment section below. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So 4 of Wands. So I'm getting security, stability, long term. This is something that you are building and creating at this time. And any kind of worry or doubt you have around this, Spirit wants you to give that worry and doubt to them and you start living this experience because it's already happening for you. There's something that you have manifested. So 4 of Wands, we have the King of Swords. This is about you being intentional. This is about you focusing. These are all going to be your superpowers. It's the way that you're navigating your world, your experience over the next 28 days. They want you to stabilize and ground yourself and have a vision, some sort of plan, somewhere that you're aiming. So King of Swords. And we have the Page of Wands. So the way that you're working with your energy, they want you to do it differently. Meaning you are meant to explore how you're meant to do that differently without any kind of pressure. This is a fun and free and light experience that is opening up for you. And what's happening is I feel the final purge for you is where you're releasing and letting go to be open and free to explore. So Page of Wands here now, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition and you will also receive your own messages. And that is my favorite part, everyone, is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. So I feel there's a lot that is happening in your life right now. I'm seeing a lot of movement. So I feel you may be traveling, or you may be here and there more so than just in your own space. So this is where things may feel busy for you, and Spirit is encouraging you to stabilize and create a steady flow in your day-to-day life as you're moving through this energy. And before I continue on here, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind. But also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs, because sometimes they put the pieces together for you. So Scorpio, pay attention to the number 4, 12, and 11. You might already be seeing these numbers either individually or as a part of a sequence somewhere. They're connecting you to everything that is going on. Okay, so the 4 of Wands. You are a manifester. The universe is responding to you, and you're seeing the results of everything that you are putting your energy towards. You're seeing the results that you are creating. And what a wonderful feeling. There's expansion and there's growth here. And I see that you are supported on this path, on this journey. So you may have someone in your life that is there with you so you don't feel alone. And, you know, you might be alone, but your spirit guides are with you. So even if you are alone at this time, know that you have a spirit team there with you. I'm seeing someone who's spending time alone because you're wanting to get to know yourself, and you might not know that. Every time I have ever spent time in loneliness where I actually felt lonely, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so alone. You know, it's an opportunity for me to actually get to know myself better and understand myself more. So I feel you are going through an experience where you're understanding yourself a little bit more, whatever that looks like. And perhaps you have someone there with you that is supporting you in finding you. This could be a really good friend, a family member, maybe it's a therapist or a counselor, a mentor or a coach. Maybe it's someone that you're watching online, right? Something that you're doing that makes your heart sing. I feel you feel good here. It feels very grounded. And right now, Spirit is encouraging you, Scorpio, to implement practices that allow you to ground. I was going to say grind. The grind is coming up. Maybe you're wanting to lock in and grind and create something. This is how you manifest. This is how you create. So I feel there's layers and different experiences that you are moving through right now, Scorpio. And those of you that are looking to grind, really locking into the right frequency and flow, this is also coming in for you through exploration of it. Maybe through a mentor or a coach. I've taken on mentors. I still have one for learning Kabbalah, which I've put a hold on. I'm starting back in July. So yeah, I'm wanting to learn more, and I feel that there's a learning curve here for some of you as well. I feel that I have a lot to say here with this 4 of Wands. I feel I want to speak a lot. Like I want to say a million words at once, but I can only say one word at a time. So I feel like I want to slur the words. And it's because these are intuitive downloads. I feel what's happening is you are being replenished, is the word they want me to use, with information, with knowledge, with wisdom. So the learning is coming in through how to access this, not access this because you have access, they said. It's through how you apply it. It's how you use that wisdom. It's how you are inspired and then you teach it and inspire others. So there's a bigger picture that is unfolding for you than what you're actually seeing. And what this 28-day cycle is going to do is to bring this into your awareness so you know. So you lock in with you and how to navigate through it. So what this feels like is Mercury retrograde is behind some of the things that are going on. The delays, the things that I feel you're not really focusing on because that's not the point of your experience. It's almost like maybe a flight was canceled and you're like, you know what? Perfect. That gives me time to actually read this book I've been wanting to read for so long. right? So there's things happening, but it's almost like they're working in your favor, even though they're a hassle. You're not letting it shake your foundation, right? This is what's happening here with the Four of Wands. Now, I'm getting celebration. I'm seeing invitations. So you may be invited to something, and I feel you are going to go and have a really good time. There's a lot of connections to be made here. Opportunities and doors that are opening through your conversations and connections to others. So I feel the travel, the mixing and mingling with others, going and attending events, maybe some sort of seminars, summits, right? Retreats, these kinds of things, courses, even where you get to interact with others, are really going to be favorable for you. Okay, and I see that you're releasing this like big fear around connecting with others. This fear of what if you don't match in energy, or what if this person doesn't understand me, or what if I don't understand them? Like, I feel things are going to work out really well. So this is the Four of Wands. The King of Swords is you. This is you in your full power, Scorpio. And this is something that Spirit wants you to seal and claim, this energy, this version of you that is standing at the forefront as a leader, as an authority over their life, your decisions. You are being very strategic and intentional with the actions that you are taking at this time, especially over this next 28 days. You are not meant to rush into anything. If something doesn't feel right, give yourself time to see why it doesn't feel right. If it feels right, don't be afraid to take that leap of faith and make that decision and seal it. Only you know what it is that you are meant to do. And you know what? I always find that when I'm told that, like I'm the only one that can know, I'm like, well, what am I supposed to know? You know, how am I supposed to know this? I remember when I first started to really tap in, this is how it was. And then over time, I started to trust myself, and it's led me here. So I feel something like this is happening for you, where you are practicing something daily without even realizing that you're actually doing this. But the more that you use this power, or whatever this is, the better you're going to get at it. And you're going to find that you are naturally just using this power, and it is creating your reality. And I feel for some of you, what's happening is there's these built up karmic energies that feel like they might be like leeches, is the word they've been getting me to use around these, because whatever these are, they're stuck energy. It's kind of like sucked onto you, and it's pulling your life force out. This can show up as negative energies around you. It could be the things that you are eating, the people that are around you, right, that are pulling at your life force. So you may be feeling exhausted or tired or mentally drained. That's how you know you're around this. So this energy is being cleared right now through these planetary alignments. And what's happening is like there's abundance everywhere, but there's also little hiccups and little things that you're tripping over right now. And this is what they want you to bring in, this is what they want to bring into your awareness, is your ability to strategize and navigate through it, because you're really good at this. This is something that you have already mastered because you've already been doing it. So in a way, I feel it's unlocking a power that locks you in, right? So if you are finding that you're feeling confused at this time, or uncertain, or you feel like you're not locked into your power to a clear mind, and you're not making intentional decisions and taking those necessary actions, this is what you're going to connect to by clearing your mind of the doubts and the limiting beliefs. So whatever's there sitting in your mind that you've been focusing on that doesn't feel good, and your reality is reinforced, this belief, through everything that is happening, this is a sign for you to shift the way that you're looking at your experience, because whatever your experience is right now, whether it's a good experience or a not so good one, the other one, the opposite one, exists in the same place. So what all you're doing is shifting, and this takes practice. This is something that you implement daily and do as much as you can, because it's like building a muscle. It doesn't just happen instantly. It's something that you have to build. You know, I've been working out recently and I'm finally starting to see definition in my arms and my body because I'm lifting weights. I want to be toned in this next phase of my life. And it's taken me about, I'd say 8 or 9 months now, almost a year, where I'm now finally starting to see results. Wild, right? I've seen friends that have seen results within 3 months, but everybody has their own timing. So this is where Spirit is encouraging you, if you are limiting yourself because of timing, something might not be happening fast enough, to let go of that time and allow things to unfold naturally and organically and surrender to the experience, right? So loosen up your mind. Let it be clear, because what you're doing through this final purge is making room for something else to come in. And whatever this is I'm seeing is really big and it's busting through. This is how I'm seeing it coming in for you, Scorpio. It's just there. It might have not felt that way, but all of a sudden it's like in your face now. It's undeniable. And you know, these planetary alignments, especially with the full moon in the mix, the frequency that's coming in is a non-negotiable alignment. This is what is happening. This is a non-negotiable alignment that is happening. So whether you like it or not, this is happening for you, Scorpio, and this is actually a really good thing. It is something that you have been asking Spirit for anyways. It's something that you've been desiring and already working towards. So now it's beginning to happen. And when things begin to happen, there's change involved, and sometimes change is scary. You know, we can feel confused or scared. You know, that's the biggest one, is the fear of the unknown. What if it doesn't work out? Then what will I do? You know, jumping into something without really looking at the bigger picture of how things work. This is how it was for me when I first started my YouTube channel. Is I was like, whoa, I didn't know that this is all it takes. And because I have a business background, I was able to take that knowledge and apply it, but it was still a learning curve. Whereas I moved through it, I learned. So right now, Spirit is encouraging you to learn as you grow. Just step into it. And it's one step at a time, one day at a time. You are allowed to make mistakes. Those mistakes do not define you. They don't seal your story and become it. These are stepping stones. This is where you learn and you grow. So don't be afraid of failing at something and then holding on to that. No, you learned something through that. And that's what you want to focus on. That's what you want to shift your mindset to. Not the failure part, but what did I learn from this, right? This is the opportunity that this Page of Wands is unlocking for you. And this is where Spirit encourages you to adopt a beginner's mindset. So the way the things that are going to happen through this 28-day cycle is different than the way you've been doing it. And that's what they want you to carry with you is, you know, open your eyes to other ways of doing things. And don't be afraid to try something new, right? Without the fear of what if this happens, what if it doesn't work out? You won't know unless you try. And when you try, then you'll know either it works or it doesn't work. And you learn from each of those experiences, right? I've had businesses I've started that have failed, right? I've always tried to have some sort of a home business, and I've always tried and put energy in. Some of them worked out for the time they were meant to, others didn't. And I never held on to it as like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to do this again. Instead, I'm like, guess that didn't work. Let's go try something different. That was usually my attitude around it. And this is what the Page of Wands is encouraging you to do as well, is to try new things, and don't be afraid if it doesn't work. It's okay. This is how you find what it is that you're meant to find. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to explore, be curious, and that's where you'll discover. You know, when I decided that I wanted to work from home and finally had the opportunity to do that, I didn't know it was YouTube. I had to find it by going through the different things that piqued my interest, made my heart sing, and then going through that entire process. So to me, this always feels like a 3-month probation period where you allow yourself to familiarize with the energy, to see how you can work with it. You know, when you get hired at a new job, you are in that 3-month probation first so the company can make sure you're the right fit, the perfect fit. Look at that. So you're making sure something is the perfect fit by giving it enough time. 3 to 6 months is what I'm going to say here, right? So there is something unlocking for you. There's something that you are aligning to and becoming a perfect fit through this 28-day cycle. So this is very powerful what's happening for you. And I feel you're seeing clearly, Scorpio. This woman's not wearing her goggles. It's because nothing is blinding her. The light's not in the way. She can see clearly, so she can take her goggles off and see with her bare eyes. Witness it and be within it. And I feel vision for you is important, like having something in your vision, like something that is helping guide you towards where you're going. And because I'm sharing this, I'm actually going to pull a talisman oracle for you now. Something that you can visualize and work with to create this energy. So this card deck is like a good luck charm for you. So I want you to carry this energy with you. How you can do that is by taking a picture of the image of the card on the screen over the next 28 days. And we're going to read the interpretation of this card once it comes through and share how you can work with it. So this is a talisman you are meant to carry. And what we're getting is equilibrium. Equilibrium. This is nervous system regulation. Okay, so if you take a look at this card, what is it that's on this card? We've got water that looks like fire. I'm looking at a shell is what I see here. And it's balance. Everything is weighing, but staying in balance. So you might be seeing something different. So visualize this when meditating, okay? So lock in this image and let's see what it wants to share with you and how to work with it. So it's time to align with your intentions, it's time to align your intentions with your actions. You are dancing between opposite forces and your mind is racing with ideas. The complexity of motions is important in the discovery of new methods. And when all the forces are acting upon us, balance each other. I'm going to read this entire thing again. It's time to align your intentions with your actions. You are dancing between opposite forces and your mind is racing with ideas. The complexity of motion is important in the discovery of new methods, and when all the forces acting upon us balance each other, we are at equilibrium. Our perseverance and ability to let go coalesce in a state of harmony. Learning to accept misfortunes but having determination in the pursuit of our dreams brings confidence. The water takes whatever shape it's poured into so you can direct where the energy goes. So how you work with this talisman power is harness the power of this card to direct your focus. Use it to purify energy or create a balance between body, mind, and spirit. Envision the water in this image lifting in the air. So visualize this in your mind's eye. To strengthen the belief, you can pour water from one glass to another a few times to see the visual manifestation of nature's balance. All right, and as you are visualizing this talisman, I want you to repeat this affirmation. Energy flows where your focus goes. Energy flows where your focus goes. Repeat this as many times as you can, and you can also seal this affirmation in the comment section below. So this is your lucky charm today. Carry this with you over the next 28 days and practice this meditation. And because water came through, I feel you are meant to work with water. And when you're swishing this water around, meditating and repeating that affirmation, you can actually drink it because this will charge it inside of your soul, like in your body, right? It will integrate and then you're going to lock into what it is that you are manifesting, whatever you're setting an intention around. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, seal and close this reading with an angel number. So we are getting 10-10. Things are in process. They want you to trust the process, but most importantly, trust yourself in it. So it's time for a change in your life, Scorpio. I feel you already know this. Perhaps you're resisting it or doing whatever it is that you're trying to do with this change, but you're meant to surrender to it. You're on the right track right now. Wherever you are, again, watching this reading, you're exactly where you're meant to be. There's a new direction that is unfolding. You are receiving messages at this time. So you're going to find that Spirit is communicating with you in your dreams, maybe through spirit animals, through numbers. This is all a part of your soul's evolution. Your soul is evolving through these processes. So right now you're in a process and they want you to trust yourself in this process. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that, my family and I have lots more to share with you.
Ria and I have our helpful 14-day mindset shift and 60-day soul commitment challenge ebooks to help give you the tools to transform and grow into your best self.
You can find my special handmade intention candles made with loving care along with my other creations at Koto Create.
Hi, Tom here. Feel free to check out my spiritual health and wellness videos and more new stuff every day on Sacred Knowledge Living. And sometimes even these guys make an appearance. Take care and be calm.
Last but not least, my daughter and I have these beautiful pendant collections available at Sacred Haven. And Katomi and I are still creating videos at Sacred Oracles whenever we have time throughout the month. So you can find all the links in the description box below, and we appreciate all of your support. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry.
It's pretty close.